Run it back.
Self-encounter show. Self-encounter show. Self-encounter show. We go on and on and on. Come and vibe and chill as we grow. Come and vibe and chill as we grow. Come and vibe and chill as we grow. As we grow. Self-encounter show. Self-encounter show. We go on and on and on. Nah, but I'm in a good mood today. Feeling good, looking good, and yeah, I was about to say living good too, but I think I already said that, so I'm not gonna repeat it. But if you aren't aware, this is a safe space for us to laugh together, grow, heal, and we definitely gonna have fun every episode. Like if you ain't laughing, what you doing? What you doing if you ain't laughing? Like why you being so strict? Huh? Why you being so stern? Like get you a little chuckle in, a little cackle wackle, you know what I'm saying? A little whoop, 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 you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the podcast. Share the podcast. Because if you're not sharing the podcast, then what you doing? What you doing, man? At that point, you definitely hating. You know what I'm saying? Like, we out here trying to spread awareness, trying to teach people, you know what I'm saying? Let's educate the next man. But you not sharing the podcast, yes, you right here. If you're not sharing the podcast, you're a hater. But you're a loser. Forget the hater, you're a loser. Because come on now. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people out here that need to hear the type of conversations we be having. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe they already having a conversation, but they just looking for the right space to continue. You know what I'm saying? Because that be me. Like, I be having a lot of thoughts. But once I find my little group of people that like really want to elaborate and expand more on that topic, what? I have a lot to say. A lot to say. So like I said, subscribe, comment, share. Share that to them. Share it so that way it gets to whoever it needs to get to. There is no gatekeeping going on the Self Encounter show. You already know how we living, how we vibing, how we doing. Like I said, I'm in a good mood today, so yeah, it's what you finna get. But today's topic is titled "Protect Your Peace." Yes, we are discussing peace today because if you're not at peace, then I think it's time you find some. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you. I'm here to guide you so that you can get to that point to where you have that inner peace that you need so that you can be more at ease. Because I don't want folks out here walking around mad and grumpy, you know what I'm saying? Because you just not at peace with yourself. And now you taking it out on everybody around you. Why you doing that? Why you doing that? All you got to do is heal. You know what I'm saying? And grow and be on the Self Encounter show. See how I did that? Yeah. But what I learned, because if you're new here, whenever I'm doing a topic, I usually get some research in, you know what I'm saying, educate myself. Because I don't want to be out here spreading information that's incorrect. So I try to do some research, learn about it. So when I come on here, I have my facts together. And so far, I'm gonna start off with the first thing, which was the core idea. And peace, when it comes to peace, it involves boundaries, priority, and mental space, which I mean, it makes sense because, like I said, if you don't have no boundaries, then that means you're opening yourself up to a lot of things that you know you're not comfortable with, but you just don't know how to tell people no. And then for the priority section, I definitely get it because if you don't put you first, nobody else will put you first. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't make yourself a priority, how do you expect the next person to treat you as a priority, as somebody important? You know? And then for the mental space, well, duh. Like, no, I'm just kidding. Oh, why would I say duh? We're learning together. But for the mental space, listen, your mental space is very important. You don't realize how much like being off mentally can affect your whole mood and you trying to get to the next level, whether that's your goal, you trying to get from your house to your job, or you just trying to get through your work shift. If your mental ain't right, the day won't be right. So that's why I said I definitely get why they said the core ideas of peace are those three: boundaries, priorities, and mental space. And if anybody's new or, you know, you're unaware, I will say that I did have an episode on boundaries. I released it January 14th of 2022. You can find that on mostly like that was when I was doing just strictly audio. So you won't see a live stream, but you can still go and hear it. I do have it on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon. So it's out there. If you want to go check it out and kind of hear, you know what I'm saying, my thoughts on it and how I felt about boundaries and setting them and actually living with them. Because you can set them all day, but if you're not putting it into action, it's still defeating the purpose because you just talking now. And we're not doing all that talking in 2026. We're putting them in action. Hello. Um, and also, too, I did have a couple of topics. Well, I had two episodes that covered more so like mental health, which is mental health, mental space. That's the same thing. My first one came out October 8th of 2021, and then I released another one on December 17th of 2021. So definitely go check those out. I had some great context in it. I had great people assisting me giving their feedback, you know what I'm saying, giving their perspective on those topics. So I would definitely say if you haven't already, or even if you have listened to it, just go back and listen to it because maybe you need a refresher. It don't hurt to go back and listen. So yeah, go check those out right after you finish watching this. um, but yeah, so there's that. And then while I was on Google doing my research, I ended up coming across the definition of peace, and I learned that because I mean we all have our interpretation of what peace means. It's just you know what I'm saying. But I went in and found the actual definition, and that's when it said, "True peace is a state of active harmony, wholeness, and balance both within yourself and in your relationship with the world." See, it goes, what did I just say? You know what I'm saying? If your peace is not right with yourself, it affects the relationship you have with the world and everything around you, you know. Um, but that's a good thing to kind of remember the definition. Um, yeah. Let me give you a second to uh just ponder on that. That's good. That's good. Good to know. And then I will say that I'm doing things a little different on this episode. Usually I play the this or that game. I like the this or that. You know what I'm saying? I like the questions because it makes me think. I like to think, you know? Um, but for this one, I decided to switch it up. I ended up coming up with a few questions and I sent it to some of my close friends and family members to kind of get their perspective and to see where their mind's at and how they feel about uh, peace and how it relates to the question that I asked them, which I'm going to get into that in a second. Um, but before I do that, I did have about two questions. Um, yeah, two questions that I wanted to answer myself before I jumped into that. The first one was, is peace something you find or something you protect? Is peace something you find or something you protect? For me, I feel like peace is something that you have to find. Um, because as humans, we go through a lot in life, and I feel like you're constantly gonna have to teach yourself to be at peace. And so, if you're not putting in the work, whether that's healing or growing and adjusting to the changes, because life is constantly changing. There's new stuff that's happening at all times. So if you're not growing and you're not healing yourself from any past trauma or hurt or things that you don't truly understand, but it's affecting you, then I feel like you're not really going to be at full peace. But when you overcome those obstacles, you know what I'm saying, that's when you probably will have achieved the peace that you're looking for and hoping to get out of, life and within yourself. So that's why I said I feel like peace is something that you have to find as well as I do feel like it's something you definitely have to protect because people are gonna test you every single day. I don't care where you at, the grocery store, at work, at church, at the house, talking to your friends, being around family. Somebody is gonna trigger you, but if you're not at peace, you're gonna blow like a ticking time bomb, and that's not what we want. Not in 2026. Hello, somebody. So that was my response to that question. I feel like it's both. You have to find it as well as you have to protect it. And then the next question that I wanted to kind of discuss was, what does a peaceful life actually look like? To me, I feel like you're more so like the definition, more so at harmony, at ease. You're not like on edge or always upset. You know what I'm saying? When people try to trigger you or upset you, you're not giving them the response that they're looking for. So I would say for me, it's more just being more calm about everything. And then one of my friends did answer it too. Um, she said, I'm gonna have my phone for the questions, just so you know, like, yeah. But she said, when you let things go that don't give you purpose of life, and that's what a peaceful life looks like to her. And I already told you what a peaceful life looked like to me. Just being calm about everything, not easily triggered or, you know what I'm saying, or not feeling like you gotta walk around Mr. or Mrs. Grumpy Pants. Hello. All right, now let's get to the fun part. Like I was waiting all week to tell y'all these answers because when I said they was snapping, they was going crazy with the responses. I was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. The circle matter. You need people that be speaking that real stuff, and that's what I got. My people be speaking that real stuff. Um, so the question that I asked them was, what's one thing you had to let go of to protect your peace? I'm just go down the list because as you can see, it's long. Like they went crazy on that jump. So I'm gonna just read you off what they said. Um, so the first one was uh, one thing they've had to let go was their partner. So basically, their partner in the relationship to protect their peace. I get it. Sometimes your partner can be toxic. Sometimes the relationship it might not even be that toxic, but it's just not working out. Like, y'all just not seeing eye to eye. The alignment is just not aligning. So I was like, okay, I get it, definitely. The next one was trying to control outcomes that I don't have control over, whether that's the job market, family, health, and some friendships. I have to agree because that's one thing I had to kind of let go of was trying to control everything that I have no control over. Oh my god, that was tearing me up. It was tearing me up, honey. I said, something gotta give. But I agree because that's my answer was basically letting go of control and just let things flow how they flow. However it happens, it happens. But just roll with it. Roll with however it goes. Um, now this next one, listen, they were going crazy. The next one was people. And I got people a lot. I think I got people like a good 5, 6 times. I was like, good lord, but yes, people. Um, and then it was like the next one said, thinking everyone has the same heart as me. Oh, now that's a good one. Because just because I move a certain way doesn't mean the next person gonna do the same thing that I would do. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm holding it down, I got your back, don't mean they got my back. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's definitely a good one too. Next was bad habits like drinking. Sometimes I get into moments where I don't feel like talking to anyone, so I don't. Period. Don't let them make you talk to them if you're not in the mood. Let it go. I'll talk to you when I'm ready. And definitely, I get the bad habits because sometimes those bad habits can actually destroy the places that you're trying to go in life. So you gotta work on letting it go. Um, Next was it's mostly been a person or people rather than a thing. I found that people often disturb your peace more than anything. Even if it's a job, it's usually because of a person or people on the job. Didn't I say people? I told you, you gonna hear people a lot, but people be peopling, and they love to test your patience and tapping on nerves. That's what I said. If you don't have peace within yourself, they'll get you every time. Um, Next was opinion of others. Absolutely. Don't let them folks dictate your life just because that's something they would have done. Okay, well, why didn't you? Why didn't you do it? Now you trying to tell me how to live my life? You trying to tell me what I should be doing when I'm doing everything that me, myself, and I want to do? Don't let them opinions get to you now. If you are to listen, let it go in one ear and right on out the other. Don't hold on to that, because no, they like to do that. Tell you what you should be doing. It's just like, no, that's not my path. My path is different from your path. So yeah. Um, and then I'm continuing to go down the list. It was like I had to let go of old dead weight friendships, ones that I was keeping around for the sake of time. You hold on, y'all holding on to dead friendships you know don't serve you no more, huh? What you holding on for? It's time to let it go. You know, it's no need to continue to drag these people along into your life, giving them access, free access at that, to all that goodness you got going on, knowing they not helping you. You know what I'm saying? Knowing you truly don't want them around, but you just keeping them around because of history. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I done known them for a long time. That my dog said, ooh, ooh, ooh. No, if they not serving you, if they not encouraging you, and if they not elevating you, let them go. Let them go, honey. um, Next was certain family and old friends. People. We back at the people. Um, but yes, I can say that certain family members will bring you down. Certain family members will take you through there. They will watch. They will literally watch you destroy everything that you're trying to accomplish just because they don't want to see you doing better. Not saying I'm speaking from my perspective. But I'm just saying, we know that there's a lot of family members out there, you know what I'm saying? We done seen it a bunch of times. Movies, TV shows, real life. We done seen that happen. We don't have to act clueless like I'm speaking foreign or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling the truth. Your family will bring you down before anybody else will. And old friends. Well, I just talked about that the last portion. Like I said, let them go. Don't need to be holding on to people. Don't need to. All right. So then we got people pleasing and putting other people's needs before mine, which they kind of play hand in hand. They do in a sense, but we really broke it down. People pleasing, that's another thing for me personally. I dealt with, and I'm still learning how to not deal with. Um, as well as putting other people's needs before my. I couldn't even finish the sentence, but yes, putting other people's needs, because there'll be plenty of times where I'll be really tired, but I still just try to push through to show support and be there for people. And it's just like, if them really my peoples, they're going to understand. You know what I'm saying? They know that just because I can't show up right now, they know that the love is still there. They understand that Niche has stuff going on in her life. You know what I'm saying? And she's not going to always be able to show up, but she still loves me no less. You know what I'm saying? So if you suffering with people pleasing, we can work on that together because I'm still trying to let that go. As well as learning how to put myself first and tell people no, no, I cannot make it. No, I'm not coming. It's like I won't say it like that, but that's how I put like, no, I'm sorry, I can't right now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta put me first, Lucius. I'm tired. I need to rest. I can't come this go round, but I'll send you something. You know what I'm saying? I'll send my wishes. Wish you well. All that good stuff. Um, keep on rolling. We have worrying about things I can't control and worrying in general. I try to avoid. Just being confident in my decision and believing that what's meant for me will happen as long as my best effort is put forward. Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody. Long as you put in your best effort first, know that everything's gonna happen exactly how it's supposed to happen. So let that worry go. You don't need to sit there stressing. If you're doing the best that you can do, then that's all that matters. Continue to do the best that you can do. Don't worry about what nobody else doing. Don't show up half stepping. If you're not putting in your full, undivided effort and attention, what are you doing? This your life. I'm just encouraging it. um, Next we have I had to make myself less available because over time people take advantage of a good soul just simply wanting to help. People pleasing. That's what that goes with. But yes, I'm telling you, people, people weird. People very weird. You have a good heart. You trying to help them. You know what I'm saying? You trying to be there, just genuine, basically. You being genuine. And once they see that, I was like, oh, now I'm gonna keep asking them for everything. Hey, you got such and such. Hey, can you do this? Hey, can you do that? No, no, because you're not gonna do the same for me. You know what I'm saying? So the more you make yourself available, the more they're gonna keep calling that phone. Them text messages gonna keep rolling in. So yeah, less access is better. I'm not saying all the time because don't get me wrong. You do have some people who will do the same, you know what I'm saying? They may always call on you, but they will do the same when it comes to you. You know what I'm saying? But you also have to be mindful because you have people who will always call on you, but never seem to be around when you need to call on them. Hmm. Where we do that at? Where we do that at? So I would say it's okay to be available, but just be mindful of who you're available for and for what. Because some people will run out. They'll have you do all kind of stuff. What? You want me to help do what? You wouldn't even know. No, I'm not even doing that for myself. You gonna have to figure that out, bud. I just can't help you. You gonna have to figure it out. Um. So yeah, and then last but not least, I have trying to fulfill other people's expectations of you. Hello, what I say? That go back to the opinion of others. Why you expecting so much of me? Why you ain't expecting so much of yourself? You wanna put all these high, oh, you gonna do this, you gonna do that, okay, and then when I don't reach it, now you got me feeling bad because you done put all these high expectations on me. You know what I'm saying? No, just let me be. Let me be. um, so yeah. Yeah. And then we got the messages now. Like, my dog went deep on me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna read that. The same question. And they responded with, see, it was so good I'm messing up on my words. They responded with, if God heals you and brings you out of something, why would you go back? Go toward what heals you. Go toward what keeps you in peace. That's what I would say to your message. It's not really about letting go, but more about focusing on and moving toward what is good and healing for you. If you ask God to do something for you and He does it, why would you go back to the very substance He brought you out of? That's my message. And I have to say it because they really did spoke some real truth with that. Like, if you trying to find peace and you finally at peace with a situation, why would you go back? When you already fought so hard to even get to this point in life, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's like a slap in the face, you know what I'm saying? If you got yourself out of it, and whatever you believe in, whether that's God, the universe, or like whatever, because everybody believes in something different. If all those stuff together help you finally find that peace, let a situation go, why would you put yourself back in that situation to potentially feel the hurt or experience the things that you work so hard to get from, you know? So, and most of the time, when you go back that second time, it'd be worse than the first time. So if you got out of it the first time, don't you go back that second time. Because now it's gonna be even worse, times 20. Um, and then last but not least, uh, I got the last message, which was the best thing is pouring into yourself, but to be mindful that genetics also have a say. Yes, pour into yourself, but also make sure you're learning about your history because that definitely does play a part. And when you learn about your genetics and what's in that family tree and that history, it'll kind of help you learn how to handle things a little differently. As well as makes it a little bit more easier because you might be trying to. I'm not gonna just throw out stuff, but I'm gonna speak in general right now. You might be trying to heal yourself from a certain trait, right, or characteristic about yourself. But then you learn about your family history and your family tree, and you realize like, oh, everybody else in the family kind of had the same thing. So it's like now you can either go talk to them to see like how do they handle the characteristics, traits, whatever it is, or you when you go to counseling or whatever method you decide to do to kind of help you overcome the things, you can like let the people know or the thing know like or let yourself know like, hey, this is me, but this doesn't define me. I understand that everybody in my family, or not even everybody, there's people in my family who kind of suffers with the same thing. You can kind of study them, see how they moving, so you know like, okay, well, such and such has this, they moving like that. So now I know, let me just move a little different because that'll help me get to where I'm trying to be with my inner peace and whatnot. But yeah, that's my spiel. You know what I'm saying? That's the question. So instead of this or that, that's what I decided to do. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Because I did. I did. I love getting feedback. Like when they were sending me all their responses, it just warmed my little heart. It warmed me up. I felt all the little cute butterfly feelings, cupcakes, squishy thing. I said, oh my God, they love me. They're answering. They're participating. Love it. I love participation. I love when I throw out questions and people answer them. It's great. It's a great feeling. As well as it give me something else to think about because like a lot of those stuff, I was like, oh yeah, yeah, that's good. Anybody that listens to this episode, they need to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna read off everything anybody said to me. That's what I decided to do. And before I wrap this episode up, I'm gonna leave you with a few more things. Um, and that is the different aspects of peace and how they shape our lives. Went back to handy dandy Google to learn this part. But apparently there's 4 sections. I did not know. Really, to be honest with you, when I thought of peace, I'm more so the first thing that came to my mind was inner peace. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really think about all the other aspects of it and how they can affect us. You know what I'm saying? But there's 4 sections. Well, not sections, but there's 4 different aspects of peace. And the first one definitely being inner peace, which is also called or often known as peace of mind. It is an internal state of being mentally and spiritually calm. It is the ability to maintain composure and serenity, even when navigating a chaotic or stressful external environment. Remember how I said people will test you, but if you're at peace and you're calm within yourself, it won't even matter. You'll hear them talking, but it'll just sound like wah, 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 wah. But that's when you're at peace. That's when you know you're at peace. Because if you're not at peace, that's when you're going to be ready to go off. Like, what? You're ready to argue back. So yeah, the second one was interpersonal peace. And this just refers to harmony and mutual understanding in relationship. It means resolving disagreements constructively, respecting boundaries, and communicating without hostility or violence. Cause y'all know how y'all can get in them toxic relationships now. Y'all know how y'all get to acting up. Ready to argue and fight. No, no, no. We're gonna have some respect. We're gonna set some boundaries and we're gonna communicate. When something's not right, something's bothering us, all that. We're gonna let it be known, but we're gonna do it the healthy way. We're not gonna be toxic anymore. The third one was societal and global peace. Okay, this is about war. But I'm gonna still read it because we're not talking about war on this. But I'm gonna still throw it in because I know there are some military people, so I'm not gonna just leave it out. But basically, on a macro level, peace represents the absence of war and armed conflict and societal unrest. It is maintained through the rule of law, international diplomacy, and formal treaties. Yeah, it deals with the military stuff. But on my episode today, I was more so talking about inner peace and all the other peace. Not, but anyway, it don't matter because everybody's included. So yeah. Societal and global peace. We want the world to not be at war with anybody. That would be great and a blessing, you know. And then the last one is cultural and historical context. Oh no, that's not the last one. Oh yeah, it is the last one. I'm sorry, y'all. Um, okay, so the cultural and historical context, basically, the English word peace traces back to Old French as well as Latin. But basically, the word derived from the French and Latin. And across many cultures, the concept is tied to wholeness. Wholeness. Let me do the applause because yeah, hold on. Yay! I play too much. So I'm getting ready to head off. But before I go, I wanted to leave you with two questions that I would like for you guys to think about. Um, and maybe you could leave a comment in my section, or just think about it. Because I really want you to think about it and kind of come up with your own answers. Um, Whether that's you wanting to share with us or just having it for your own self. The two questions are: what's been stealing your peace lately? What's been stealing your peace lately? Huh? What's been interrupting your peace lately? Huh? um, and the second one is: why do we feel guilty for saying no? Why do you feel guilty? Why you can't tell people no? Talk to me. They can tell you no. So why you can't tell them no? Or does that go back to people pleasing? Something to think about. Something to think about. But yeah, so just think about those two questions. What's been stealing your peace lately? And why do you feel guilty for saying no? Um, I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend, a great week. I will say I do have an announcement before I fully get off of this. I just want to let everybody know that it has been great. I feel like since I started going live, well, I started off going live, and then now I'm just more so in front of the camera. It's bringing me out of my shell, but I noticed that I have some more work to do. So with that being said, that this will be my last episode for a little bit. The Self Encounter Show will be taking a break. I really have to regroup, recharge. I have some goals that I want for the Self Encounter Show. And right now, I feel like I just need to take a step back and just rethink some things and kind of get right. You know what I'm saying? So this is not a, you know what I'm saying? It's not a I'm going away and I'm never coming back. But this is more so like a I'm going away so I can come back better. You know what I'm saying? I can come back stronger. I can come back right, and I can get Self Encounter on track to get to that level that I want to take it. But while yes, the episodes will be gone, you can always go tune into the old past episodes as well as I will be doing other stuff too. I got a couple of collaborations I'm working on with other brands, so you'll still be seeing me around. As well as I do have a surprise that I'm working on, which is another reason why I kind of need to take a step back from the podcast because I intend to do something special for you coming soon. So you definitely be on the lookout. But nonetheless, just continue to grow, heal, keep a smile on your face, and remember the Self Encounter Show will always be around.